Hey everybody, it is I, Mr. Boo, the Entertainment Guru, Mr. Boo, Entertainment Guru, right here on YouTube. And if you're wondering why it's dark, well, it's because I'm under the night sky, because I wanted the ambiance, I wanted the feel, I wanted the fear. We are talking the new illfonic and gun media game, Halloween. That's right, this game is based on John Carpenter's Halloween. I mean, I'm talking Michael Myers. Like, this is awesome. And I couldn't, I'm sorry, hello? Somebody there? Anyway, I'm talking freaking wait.
Mr. Boo.
That's right, everybody. We are getting a Halloween game by Gun Media and illfonic. And right now in this video, we are going to look at the trailer. We're going to talk about the trailer. We are going to see what we know and how we think this game is, well, shaping up. And on what night this game will come home. Let's get into it.
A quiet town, just like hundreds of other small towns all across America. A town just like yours. But it was here, on October 31st, 1963. No motive, no warning, no provocation, just senseless death. I met him 15 years ago. I thought there was hope, that he could be reached. But what I met was not a child. No emotion. Perhaps not even human. 15 years later, he returned home. But what happened that night was only the beginning. It wasn't just a killing spree. It was a reckoning.
Whoa, calm down.
He was going to reach it. Come on,
What was that?
we have to go.
No.
You can't stop him. You can't reason with him. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Now, let's unfold this beautiful teaser trailer for the Halloween game coming soon. First off, I'd like to point out that the camera shots panning from right to left feels very Halloween. It is very well done, very well produced. And that is because, ladies and gentlemen, the person producing this game is John Carpenter, the executive producer, the man, the myth, the legend behind the Halloween series. But not only that, you have Loomis, Dr. Loomis, saying all of his monologue about Michael Myers and about the boogeyman and about how he feels about his patient. And it's just straight from the movie. It's straight from the universe. It's straight pulled from the lore, and it is great. We all love Dr. Loomis. But the shots continue here. You got the jack-o'-lanterns. You know it's Halloween. You can tell it's small town Illinois, Haddonfield. You got the babysitter here, the neighbor, most likely a babysitter, running over to her neighbors or to her home, breaking through and saying, help, there's someone after me. This feels like Halloween. This is just one shot here. The power's going to get cut off by, well, Michael Myers. And then they're going to run out. And this is where it really starts to take shape, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. It starts to take shape because out of the darkness, out of the shadows, here comes Michael frickin' Myers, and you have the boogeyman looking out onto Haddonfield, ready to create havoc. It pans down, and we have the classic jack-o'-lantern and Halloween title. This game looks great. This trailer looks great, and these following screenshots we're going to take a look at also look great. The first shot, we get Michael looking out a living room window, probably this living room window. Then we got the cops on the scene, but who's stalking who as Michael looks at them? Then we got a boogeyman on the porch. Also, this person probably isn't going to live. And this person here, do they go left? Do they go right? If they go straight, they're going straight to hell. And now we have a up-close personal look, a better look at the character model, the render for Michael Myers from the upcoming game, Halloween. And I will say so myself because I can, that not only is Michael looking very terrifyingly terrifying, but he is, how do you say, also looking very devilishly handsome. And on that note, with that really terrible Shatner impersonation, just comment down below if you know why I was doing a Shatner impersonation talking about this render. But if Michael is the meat of the game, here's the potatoes. We have Dr. Loomis, and he is looking great. It's the old school Loomis from Halloween. We may get new school Loomis. We may get different versions of Michael. But who knows? Both these renders look great. Now that we have seen the trailer and the screenshots, we've seen the sights, we've heard the sounds, let's get into an IGN interview with the developers and let's really see how this game is shaping up. illfonic, the asymmetrical horror specialist behind the games like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Friday the 13th, and Predator Hunting Grounds, is developing Halloween and will publish alongside Gun Media. It's based on the iconic 1978 movie and is due out some point in 2026 for PlayStation 5, Xbox XS, and of course PC. Now, unlike illfonic's previous horror games, Halloween will have a single-player mode, and John Carpenter and Compass International Pictures are involved with it, and they produced the original film. We are going to get to step into the chilling world of John Carpenter's genre-defining film, now transformed into a suspenseful one versus many stealth horror experience. Put on the iconic mask to become the ultimate slasher, Michael Myers stalking and executing the citizens of Haddonfield one by one, or striving to thwart Michael Myers' plans as civilians determined to save the unaware townsfolk before it's too late. Stick to the shadows of civilians, seeking out Haddonfield residents to warn them and searching for a way to contact the authorities, as Michael Myers gives them a reason to fear the dark and cut the phone lines to prevent the police from ruining his favorite holiday, whether playing solo or in story mode. Against bots, offline, or facing others in online multiplayer, each mode rewards stealth strategy and skillful play. Staying true to the original film, illfonic masterfully recreates the eerie atmosphere of Haddonfield across multiple maps and authentic locations with a haunting ambiance and a score inspired by the legendary movie. Halloween brings the terror home in a new experience that will keep both old and new generations constantly looking over their shoulders. So, we have now seen the trailer, talked about the trailer, looked at the screenshots, commented upon them, had a little bit of fun and some laughs, and we even got down to the details in the interview from IGN, which there is more of that interview, and I will link that site in the description down below. But right now, I have to say, if you like what you've seen so far right here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you want more of what you've seen here, more movies, TV shows, video games, music, etc., all entertainment all the time, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to be notified when that entertainment stuff drops or when I throw up another short, just go ahead and ring that notification bell as well. And let's get into the final thoughts. And those thoughts go as such. The good. Hell, we've got the good, we got better than good, we got great, we got excellent when it comes to the teaser trailer and how it was executed. It came on like a Halloween movie. We saw John Carpenter's name splattered up there with the text, the classic text. Then we had Loomis's speech narrating the whole thing. Loomis's speech on Michael Myers and how he is evil, how he's the boogeyman. And we even had the original score, the soundtrack, the iconic music laid in there, as well as one shot showing us all of Haddonfield panning from left to right. This shot feels perfect and was executed so well. From right to left, we pan through Haddonfield late at night on Halloween. Everything is fine until, well, it's not fine. There's a man laying there in the window. Michael has unalived him. We have a babysitter running towards the camera, turning, screaming, just running for her life, wanting help, runs into her neighbor's house, bashes in, asks for help, says there's a man in the house, help, help, help. And she's finally getting calmed down just for the lights to cut off like that. Pure Halloween feel, ladies and gentlemen. They run out in the streets of Haddonfield just as a shadow, a shape, a figure in the night appears in the doorway. It is Michael Myers. It is the boogeyman himself. We pan down, we see the classic jack-o'-lantern, and again, that classic Halloween writing. This was Halloween 100%. The feel was perfect. But along with this good comes some more good, because we continue with the way this game is going to look and feel with some screenshots, and they look great. You can feel the fear, you can feel the tension, you can see the atmosphere, you can see the detail. This is illfonic. This is Gun Media. They're not a AAA company, but they do have their own iconic look for their IPs and their games. And yes, that feel, that look, everything that we have grown to love in all of their past titles is there. But let's move on to some potential bad, shall we? And I am only talking about potentially something that could be bad, and that is with the multiplayer, not the single player, but with the multiplayer. Is it gonna feel different from their other IPs, mainly Friday the 13th, the game? illfonic and Gun Media have been down this road before. Several protagonists running and trying to escape one antagonist. The scenery is the only thing that's changed here. You've got a big, tall, strong beast of a man, a boogeyman, someone who creeps in the shadows at night and will unalive you in the most unimaginable ways. Been there, done that. What is going to separate it? The bad could be that it feels just like Friday the 13th, only in town and not out at camp. Like Jason decided to change up his MO, dress like Michael Myers, rent a house in Haddonfield, Illinois, and it's going to be the same game again. Is it going to feel like Halloween? Or is it going to feel like Friday the 13th before we hit the campground? While we're still at home, the nightmare begins. What is going to make it stand out? Will it actually play any different, feel any different in any way, shape, or form than Friday the 13th did? And I'm not talking about locations. I'm not talking about the IP, the characters, the different versions of Michael. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about gameplay in general. You got the tall, muscular, strong, unstoppable force that is Michael, and that is the same thing Jason was. What is going to set it apart? That could be the bad thing, is that it's not separated enough from their other IPs, and I think that could definitely be the bad. But what could be the potential ugly? Well, we're sticking with multiplayer here. The multiplayer, it fizzles out so quick on these games. There's not a big want for the several on one and one on several. They die out so quickly. Obviously, Friday the 13th had a court problem and an IP problem, copyright, all that. But I just started playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I got really into it, and they quit updating it, and now it's just another game that is left to be deleted. And thank goodness I got it for free, or it would have been another illfonic Gun Media game I purchased that literally left me with an empty wallet, basically, because I put so much time, so much money into it, and now it's gone. So what could be the downright ugly of this scenario is that the multiplayer will end the game, and the single player will not have enough going for it to keep the game alive longer than any of the ones that have come before it. So yes, there is good, there's great, there's excellent. Yes, there could be some bad. But will that ugly head show itself again when it comes to the multiplayer? We will have to see. Only time will tell. And speaking of time, I've taken up much more of your time than I would like to. So I've been Mr. Boo Entertainment Guru right here on YouTube. And until next time, stay off those streets at night. Lock those doors. Tuck your kids in tight. Look under their bed. Look into their closets. Make sure there's nothing shapely in the shadows. And I'll see you in the next video. Mr. Boo Entertainment Guru. And I am out.